So a couple weeks back, I reviewed a really cool throw projector called the AAXA P400, and it was amazing with some minor flaws. Well, today I'm taking a look at the AAXA P6X, which is a $356 portable projector, and it seemingly solves every single flaw I had with the P400, and I can't wait to test it out and share it with you today. To give a quick rundown for this video, I'm doing an unboxing, talk about the specs, and give you some quick demos, and then give you my thoughts and my final score for the AAXA P6X. So if you are interested in looking for more projectors, I do have a playlist right over here that you can go check out. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. But before that, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to watch more featured content like this. Like this video if you found this helpful, and comment any questions or concerns, and I'll try my best to answer them. So first up is unboxing. So the box looks really nice, and let's pop the box open. The first thing we see is paperwork, a wire, a power adapter, a mini tripod if you want to elevate the P6X, a remote with a power button, menu, sound, navigation, playback, and most importantly, the keystone correction, which is really nice. Finally, we can find the P6X in the box, and first impressions, it feels incredibly durable and looks really cool. Let's plug this into power and talk about the specs. So the P6X is made entirely of plastic, but the best part is that the projector is made with high quality plastic. You can definitely feel its heft. It looks really nice with the gray and black finish, and it can match any decor. If you don't like the sticker on front, you can remove it as well. The dimensions of the P6X are 6.25 inches by 6.2 inches by 1.85 inches, and it weighs 1.8 pounds, which is a bit on the heavy side for a portable projector, but it still works. Awesome. So on the front, you can find the LED bulb protected by the silver covering. The Osram LED bulb can last for around 30,000 hours and is more than 6 times the average lifespan of lamp-based projectors. So this means that you won't need to replace the bulb anytime soon. And also on the front, you can find the SD card slot if you want to play movies or showcase photos that way. To the right, you can find 2 fans for cooling, and they're not that loud. It's more of a humming sound. In the back, we can find a 4-watt speaker, which works fabulously, and it's better than any previous projector I've reviewed before. And here's a quick 10-second clip to show you the sound quality. Pretty good, right? So the best part about this projector is that the speaker is actually facing backwards, so you actually hear the sound in its full entirety, rather than the P400 where the speaker is faced forward and you won't actually get the most of the sound. And it's really cool that they fixed that in the P6X. They also have a feature that I don't see very often in portable projectors, and that's the battery indicator. When using the P6X on the battery, you can see the light indication right here, and it's such a helpful feature. And here you can see the IR blaster to communicate with the remote. Then to the left of the projector, we can find all the ports. We have the reset hole, the charging port, the USB 2.0 port, an AV port, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and an HDMI port, a focus wheel, and the on and off switch. One of the greatest parts about the projector is that you can treat it as a power bank. So when you hit charge and plug your phone into the P6X, it means that you can charge your phone, which is really neat. On the top, we can find the navigation tools, the OK button, the input key, the power button, and the back button. There are also LED strips to light up the buttons, which is amazing, and I'm glad that they stuck with physical buttons instead of touch sensitive ones. Also, the up and down buttons act as keystone correction buttons, which I'll be touching on later, and the left and right buttons act as volume buttons. You can connect any source you want through the HDMI port, like a Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, or a Chromecast. And on the bottom, we have 4 rubberized legs, as well as a hole to mount your projector in the provided tripod, which is pretty janky, but I would prefer using my own tripod at home. And if you do have one at home as well, I prefer you use that as well. Finally, one of the greatest parts of the P6X is that it has a 15,000 milliamp hour battery built in for about 4 hours of screen time. This would be sufficient for an average movie runtime, and if you were gonna watch longer 3-hour movies like Avengers Endgame, Avatar, or The Batman, you can definitely do that with this projector. It can last about 4 hours, and you don't have to recharge in the middle. And also, as I mentioned before, with this humongous 15,000 milliamp hour battery, you can also treat it as a humongous power bank for your phone as well. Awesome, so now let's move on to the display specs. The P6X has a 1280 by 800 native resolution and a 1080p max resolution. The projector can project a ginormous 160-inch display and offers a whopping 1,100 lumens of brightness while connecting to power, and 1,000 lumens without power and while on battery. And it's almost twice as bright as a P400, and it's immediately noticeable. The projector features an onboard media player and menu system, and here you can see it. You can see movies, music, settings, photo, brightness, and input source. When further looking at the settings, you can change up sound settings, options, pictures, and text. More in pictures, you can see that you can change the brightness. And to achieve maximum brightness, you will have to be plugged in. The projector also offers ± 40 keystone correction so that you can project it onto inclined walls and still get a flat surface, and you can do all of this through the remote or with the buttons on the top, which is amazing. It is also pretty extreme, so it can be used in almost any scenario. The only problem with the keystone correction is that it seems more digital than physical, so the light still bleeds through and you have this glow around the screen. Apart from that, this still works amazing. Awesome, so that was pretty much it for the specs. So now let's move on to my final thoughts. So I've been using the P6X mainly for movies and video games on my Xbox, and to be honest, it was really nice. Since this isn't a throw projector, I did have to sit fairly far away to get a big display, but after it was up, it was a total blast. The colors popped, and this compact projector definitely does pack a punch when watching a movie. I utilized the projector a lot and even tried it outdoors to test its battery function capabilities, and even tried using it as a power bank, and it worked amazing. The gameplay, as you can see right now, was visually stunning, and this would be an easy replacement for a TV. Overall, the P6X is the best projector I've reviewed on this channel so far, and it has a solid body. There are physical buttons on top with LED lighting for visibility in dark, speakers that work amazing and don't struggle with bass, and it has keystone correction. The only minor flaw was the glow from the keystone correction, but in the end, this was an amazing projector to use. Based on the pros and cons of this projector, I would give it a final score of 95 out of 100, which is the highest score I've ever given on this channel, and it's totally worth it. So even though there are some rooms for improvement, this is a really good projector in its entirety. I wouldn't recommend this for smaller rooms, but actually bigger rooms, and the brightness is just amazing and immediately noticeable. And if you don't care that much about keystone correction and don't care about the glow, this would be an amazing buy for you. And obviously, as always, I've left a couple links in the description that you can go check out to purchase it as well. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to watch more future content like this. Like this video if you found this helpful, and comment any questions and concerns, and I'll try my best to answer them. And comment below any product you want me to review. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.